Hello and welcome to the Hat Chat podcast.
Hello.
Episode number, Ross?
So incredibly enthusiastic. It's 196.
196. That's Ross Hornby there.
Hello, I'm Ross Hornby.
I'm Chris Trott, or known legally now as Chris Hodson Trott, but you can call me Trott.
So you have done it by legal default. We just
Only
discussed
by
that.
marriage certificate.
Okay, so
And then
we had this
hold
discussion
on,
last
we
time.
haven't even introduced our third guest.
Hi, I'm Alex Smith. I'm actually a marriage solicitor, and legally you haven't changed your name to shit Chris Hodson Trott because the marriage certificate doesn't do anything, apparently.
No, it doesn't. I got it on a marriage certificate, though.
Right.
And on
congratulations.
I got it on a pension plan, too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
if I ever try and get that and I still haven't updated Depot, I may not get that money ever.
So if I don't end up getting a pension, I'm going to kill you before you get yours.
Oh, please. Please don't.
Yeah, I need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extort you for a little bit of your pension.
Just extorting.
But flip side, I can just sit outside your house and make sure death doesn't come for you.
That would be nice. And then you
What if
can
he
have
just
a
sits
cut
in
of it.
What if he accidentally dies in like a house, an accident at home? What if he burns?
He obviously-
Weird. He died in a house fire of a house I was sitting outside of.
And weird, he forced himself into
So
the
it's gonna
will.
look really bad for you. Yeah,
I don't think it will.
I think that would look.
It's
really
now
suspicious.
at video and
He'll be on his
audio
Ring
evidence.
doorbell.
With a jerry can. You're right, mate. You still doing it? I'm just doing a welfare check because I knock on the front door with the can. Dung, dung, dung. You in, mate? You in? Oh, he's asleep. Oh, he's so sleepy in his old age. Oh, what is it now? What's the retirement age now? 86? Well, he's 85 today.
That's true. It's going to be likely late 70s by the time we're at retirement age.
Man, do you think one of the reasons they'll raise that is just people are working from home now, so there's less strain on their bodies. They can now just do everything from home.
I think they're just
We've
going to
made
say
things easier for them. AI exists.
the average lifespan is higher.
They're gonna wally
people
us.
are healthier for longer.
Yeah.
Man, they're gonna get
let's
us
hope
all,
so.
aren't they?
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
I think you could hope for the ability to work when you're 85.
I think it'd be nice, nice
I
to have
had
the
the-
choice,
Yeah.
but like
The body
yeah.
of a 37-year-old as an 87-year-old, that'd be great.
Especially your body.
I mean, the worst
God,
thing would be
imagine.
for, and the worst thing is for labourers and stuff, because obviously you can only do that for so long, really, before your body's
I'm past labouring.
fucked.
I think I'm already past labouring.
You're past labouring. I
I don't
was past
wanna
labouring a
labour.
long time ago.
I think I could be a plumber.
Yeah, but
You'd
like
be a plumber, but like
hauling like
think
bricks.
of your knees.
Yeah.
Think of your knees, and obviously you're 75 now. You've still got
I'd
10 years to
utilise
retirement.
all the technology I could get, like exoskeletal
Yeah, if that
legs.
exists, then sure.
It does exist. It's just primitive, but it exists. Also, you know those seats that you
Exo-knees.
wear on your ass,
Mm.
and then when you lean backwards, it creates a stool for you. Have you seen those?
Oh,
things?
yeah.
So you can sit
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah,
That kind of-
absolutely anywhere. Combine that with a tent, and you don't need a home.
Yeah,
You
it's
need a bin
incredible.
bag and one of those little seats and a bicycle, and you'll be fine. I think I hope that your retirement package drop probably isn't connected to the state retirement age, because that's the one I'm actually talking about. I think that if you got like
No,
a
it's
private,
a private pension.
yeah, exactly. I think
So I
they
get to choose, really.
do they pay out 55?
I believe it is. Yeah, is when you can start accessing it.
At what point do I have to start poisoning you with mushrooms?
Now's too early
Right.
because I'm not putting much in right now.
Oh,
Well, I
so
haven't put much in
Right,
now.
right,
You
right,
want to
right.
wait until I put loads in.
Yeah.
Like really close to retirement age. I reached 54.
And then I marry you.
Yeah, I probably would have gone through a rough divorce at that point, I'm sure.
I'd like to think that can you legally marry more than one person in the UK? Because I was thinking I'd like to think that
that's
we'll
a
get
good
to the point
question.
where adding people to your marriage will be
Can
quite
you-
normal by that point.
Can you legally marry
not that I want
more than one
polyamory for me,
person?
but I feel like it is a lot more common.
Let's see what Google AI comes up with first.
Hmm.
No. It's not legal to marry more than one person in the United
That's
Kingdom.
outrageous.
The UK law requires monogamy for legal
Hmm.
marriages. Entering into a second marriage while already legally married is considered bigamy. Shit! It's bigamy!
Oh, bigamist!
You're a bigamist.
Oh my god!
It's not like a multi-car insurance thing, Craig. But
like
maybe
multi-car
the government should get with the times. The House of Commons Library on polygamy. Let's see.
This is bigamy and polygamy.
Legal recognition. To be recognized as legally valid, all marriages which take place in the United Kingdom must be monogamous and must be carried out in accordance with the requirements of the relevant legislation. So yeah, for a polyamorous marriage to be considered valid in the UK, the parties must be domiciled in a country where polygamous marriage is permitted and must have entered into the marriage in a country which permits it. So you have to go to a country to get a polygamy marriage.
Christ, that's going to be complicated when you're 55 and completely out of it on mushrooms.
I'm not going to have time for that.
How do I convince you to go to, like, I don't know, one of those countries?
What countries legal
There's quite a few in there. It's got to be.
are
Surely it's
polygamy
has to be.
I think that's what that film with Tom Hanks was about, wasn't it?
legal?
Big.
Big.
Yeah.
Bigamy.
We can go to the following countries.
Let's do it.
Nigeria.
Okay.
Afghanistan.
Okay.
Algeria.
Okay.
Cameroon. Iran.
Oh.
Not good right now. Mali. Djibouti. Egypt.
Djibouti is right.
Lebanon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Pakistan.
Isn't
Sri
Djibouti
Lanka.
capital of... I thought Djibouti was in Ethiopia. Where is Djibouti?
Djibouti.
It's not a country, is it? It's a place.
Ethiopia.
It's in Ethiopia, yeah. Nice.
Well done.
Fuck
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Chad,
Yes.
India, Saudi Arabia,
That's what you're
the
calling
United
Chad.
Arab Emirates.
funny, isn't it?
Not gonna lie, Trott. It's a lot of the countries that I thought it might be in.
Yeah, isn't it?
I
I think that's just allowing one
part
man
of
to marry lots of women.
It might be, yeah.
I think it might be that.
I think it comes from an older idea of polygamy.
I can't imagine that ever being an enjoyable experience. Just having multiple, like, it's just a lot.
The
to
jealousy
juggle,
will be
isn't
through
it?
the fucking roof.
Yeah.
But like, is it? Are they treating each of those as individual marriages in their
So
right, or are they just treating them like fuck dolls? I don't
This
know.
isn't
what
my
the
first-
situation-
Jesus Christ.
I think
I don't
that
know why you're
first,
reacting like that.
Because
It's
it's
a genuine
funny.
question.
It's funny. It's a funny way of putting it, but shocking.
Yeah, you're
Because I
undermining
don't know.
polygamy.
I don't know if they're like, just having a loving marriage relationship with all of those wives.
There's
I mean,
different
what's the
types.
limit on the wives' trial? Is there a limit?
No, there's different types of polygamy.
It's a lot.
As far as I'm aware, there's consensual. There's
Infinite
There's
monkeys,
loads.
infinite typewriters. There's going to be polygamous relationships from all different kinds of countries that are beneficial and fine. I'm sure. As in, I'm sure that there is a way to establish a multi-partner, as we know now in many developed Western countries, people are trying to do it. Develop multi-partner relationships that work.
I'm just
You're-
I'm thinking of the
you're-
actual
what
on
you're
the ground,
saying,
boots
yes,
on
exactly.
the
Yeah,
ground.
of course that happens.
You
Boots
are
on the
trying to
ground.
manage
Of course that happens, yeah.
multiple relationships
Yeah.
at once, which is just like
Yeah.
I forget birthdays sometimes for certain
Yeah.
things.
It's a lot of people to manage.
It's a lot of juggling, and you feel like, well, now I've got all these. I mean, is it a case of there's no fear of not pleasing one over the other, or is there? Are you just recruiting like an army to? Or what's the goal there? If you and what's your cap, Smith?
What's my cap?
Yeah, what's
I'm
the
not.
maximum?
I'm not a polygamist. I definitely am
And
not.
what's the maximum you think you could manage? Because I
No,
feel like
like
one is
one other
fine.
person.
One is definitely all I'd want to manage.
Well, that's fine. Exactly.
But
And I
that's,
think
maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm not
Well, it is,
proactive.
yeah.
Maybe I'm not thinking proactively. And I should be
I
thinking
think it's not like
like
that.
a wider scale of like, well, maybe I should really be
It's
thinking
not like
of
Pokemon.
how I can. Because I
Which
just don't
gen
I
are
just,
you?
like we've got quite a leisurely job, but like I feel like even then, like still managing the time, it's difficult. So I don't know what's the situation there.
I've got a tenuous.
I agree. It'd be very difficult to manage a relationship with more than one other person, but that's just me and that's you. What are you going to say, Trott?
No, I was just going to make a joke, but
Okay,
it's
what was
probably
the joke?
going to land flat.
That's all right. It happens all the time. Let's throw it out there.
That's true. Yeah.
Just throw it out there anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
polygamy's an interesting one for sure because I see it being a massive hurdle of conflicting social networking and just maintaining all those relationships and
Yeah.
keeping them relatively equal. Or you have there's a type of polygamy where you have your chosen partner,
Oh,
your
okay.
main partner, say your starter Pokemon
Like
that you're most attached to,
okay.
and then you have consensual others.
Yeah. Okay.
But you always retreat to your first Pokemon as your go-to,
Yeah.
your de facto. You're a one above all others,
yeah.
and then there's other ones that are like that you have boundaries with.
Yeah.
I think.
Because what I was referring to was like when a man marries multiple women, but they're not in a because obviously in a polygamous relationship, I imagine they're all together. As in, let's say it's one man and two women, for example, as an example.
That's the perfect porn
which
category. Ross.
is honestly fantastic way to do things.
It's the fantasy.
No, honestly, it feels like too much. Again, I can't multitask. Anyway, so yeah, so one man, two women, but those women also love each other and that's the polygamous relationship. I'd imagine would be quite an ideal scenario, because then you can go off golfing, and they can hang out, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's like
They're
cloning
doing their own
yourself,
thing.
but different with other
Maybe they're
people.
bringing in other partners. I don't know.
I mean, your
But
partner
that's a
can
different-
have friends. They don't need to be brought
No,
into your family.
But they're all
circle.
we're all making love.
It's all sexual. That's the difference.
We're all making love.
You can have besties. Of
Exactly.
course, you can have as many besties as you want, Smith.
Yeah.
But you're not going to blow them all, are you?
Exactly. They're all making.
Don't want
So
to.
that's
your
that
choice.
scenario, and they can't marry. Apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if you
But my
were
scenario
to-
was like if it was a situation where two women who didn't want to make sweet love to each other just were marrying you, that's untenable for me. I can't manage that.
and they don't like each
I'm
other.
saying no.
Yeah, and
Is
they
what
don't
I'm
like
saying.
each
No to the
other
two
either.
wives.
Ross. Like they hate each other
Yeah.
as well, but they love you.
My theory
So you have
is
to keep them separate.
my take on it is as a
gotta be a
person that
documentary somewhere.
doesn't have the desire to do that kind of thing, is that some people spend their time on Earth specializing in relationships and exploring relationships and other people and each other. And I think some people who are like that end up in relationships like this because it's part of what drives them and what makes things interesting is
Sure.
interacting with multiple different people and not locking themselves off to just one partner. For me personally, and lots of other people I'm sure, is we don't all have minds and experiences like that, and so therefore these things don't form as much of a key part of like us, and so one person is enough. Is my theory, because I sure as fuck could not handle multiple partners. It'd be a nightmare, and I'd much rather just go and stare at some trees and listen to some birds, like than have to deal with
And have a wank, yeah.
than have to deal with the emotional complications of another person. Like it is hard
Yeah.
work. Like it gives huge gratification, but like at the same time, like
Yeah.
one great work is enough. I think perhaps for me.
You're just saying polygamy is greedy.
I don't think it's greedy. I think that some people, if they're willing to spend the
It
extra
sounds
time it
difficult.
must
That's what-
take,
I think that's
yeah,
what we're trying to say.
exactly.
It sounds,
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like a tricky thing to manage
Yeah.
on an
Absolutely.
admin level of
Yeah.
kind of like just day to day. Like, I guess maybe it depends on your thought process as how you would want to spend your time. I'd feel guilty if I wasn't spending equal amounts of time.
That's a very good point.
And you'd be like, shit, I've spent the evening
Even
with
if
one
you
over
end
t'other.
up somehow maintaining a polygamy in one house, so it's like we're always in the same house together, I still think there would be more granular, like, well, you're spending more time on the sofa with X than me. I've noticed recently you've been going to bed with that one more than me, etc. I can see the little granular like
Yeah, and I guess
imbalances
I
building
mean, it's
up.
brought up a lot in.
Or you just don't care about that.
So there was a
shit.
documentary that Louis Theroux did, I think, on polygamy
yeah,
about jealousy, and obviously,
Yeah.
Louis got
Yeah.
quite an open take on it.
Of course,
I
yeah,
saw the Hot Ones.
yeah.
Have you seen the Hot Ones
Didn't
interview
know.
with
no,
him?
what was
No.
the broad strokes he came up with?
He basically said like, oh, they've got some points, and there might be,
Upsides.
upsides to it, but the culture's not there for it. As in the culture we've been raised in,
It's not yet right.
it's foreign, a concept.
Yeah.
That kind of
Seems
thought process.
sensible.
But you seem quite.
Yeah, the way that
On
documentary was
board.
angled, there was like, and obviously where it ended up was kind of what you kind of think might happen is where one is more jealous than the other, or wants to spend more time with someone else, and they aren't getting that time. So that's, I feel like that would be an issue.
I also feel that there's a very high chance of victimization within these groups, which is what we're saying, right? And I think when you looked at those documentaries, again, they
Yeah.
could have been done in a particular light. And I know poly people that function perfectly fine and have few issues. But
Yeah.
in those
Yeah, but I only watched them
it-
because I was looking for porn.
well, of course, it's super hot.
And you ended up on a Louis
but
Theroux
like,
documentary.
but like, basically, a lot of the people in in the documentaries that I have watched regarding it, and again, this might be through their lens, but it does seem that there are a lot of victims in these relationships
Yeah,
as well.
dysfunctional polygamy,
Yeah,
where there
yeah.
is a victim
Yeah.
and one person that's manipulating them into
Yeah.
saying this is polygamy, not cheating.
Yeah.
This is just allowing me to get my fantasies of having more than one person, but I've also conditioned the situation and made you a victim of it and said that it's okay because we've given it a label. But that kind of undermines genuine polygamy, I do believe. I think there's both sides to it, and obviously Louis Theroux was looking for some good drama.
Oh yeah. What do you think of
report
this
on.
historical/biblical record that I've got here, which says King Solomon from the Bible is said to have
Solly
had
Wally.
old Solo,
El Solo.
700 wives and 300 concubines,
Now that's
of which
a
are
lot of energy, isn't it?
women within his home that was sub-wife. That's
How do they deal with the
a
spines
thousand people.
though on their back?
I think
So he's thinking of porcupines. And I think that's you just
how
have
many of
to, you have
those
to
did he
handle them
marry?
gently and not piss them off. I think that's the key.
Right.
With porcupines, but 300 concubines, 700 wives. That's obviously a biblical story, which it has to be true. It's written in the Bible. So
well, King Solomon was very, very rich.
yeah, well,
and-
obviously to house 1,000 people, you've got to be
Well, exactly. I think,
in any time.
I imagine the wives were the ones that he wanted to bang that had some form of status, so he had to officially marry them. And the concubines were the ones he wanted to bang, but didn't have any common status, so they could just be concubines. I almost guarantee it.
Can you remember 700 names on the top of your head?
No, but it's just.
I'm just saying.
Title.
I'm just saying. 700 wives.
Alex.
He would just have to number them at that point.
Chris,
Yes,
Alex.
It would
Chris.
literally be a case of, can I have
Alex.
632? Yeah, 632
Yeah.
is coming to your quarters. How the fuck would I couldn't name.
But you'd
700
love
people.
that, Ross, as long as it wasn't two of them. You'd be happy because you'd be like surprised. It's
One at a
like
time.
mystery
Yeah.
box.
One at a time.
I have
Mystery
a-
box. It would be a mystery box. 700 people of any kind. It's
absurd.
like insane of a number.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
Yeah.
that's
That's more
historical.
than there
That's
are
not
days of the
legit.
year.
That's not a legit.
You'd have to
scenario.
do multiple birthdays on one day.
There is a modern record of the most wives someone's had, and that was.
You're going for a record at that point, aren't you? You're
you're
not
looking
doing
for
it
a
because
record
you
of this.
like
Yeah,
all those
In
people.
this scenario, 39 wives from someone called Ziona Chana.
They couldn't
of
even hit the 40th.
Mizoram, India. Was the head
What's
of a
wrong
religious
with
sect.
hitting
Of
40?
course they were.
Right. That's a cult.
It's a religious sect, Trot.
Yeah,
and they
that's
allow polygamy. At the time of his death in 2021, he's dead now.
Have you heard about the Greek concepts of love? There's lots of different words in that the Greek used for different types of love.
Okay, nice. No, I hadn't heard that.
No, so there's eros.
Yeah.
This is the passionate romantic love often associated with desire and physical attraction. It's a type of love that feels like a powerful, all-consuming infatuation.
It's also a
AKA
moon
what
off
gives you
of,
a big
Saturn.
chub on. Yes, eros. Then you got philia.
Not Saturn.
Love
It's
is
not an
characterized by deep friendship, affection, and loyalty, found in close friendships, camaraderie, and family bonds. And then you got storge, natural affection and love between family members, such as parents and children. So these are all different types. So far, I feel like, yeah.
It's useful, isn't it? It's a useful definition.
There's still 4 more.
Okay.
Like, do you think that's it then? No, there's more. Agape, a selfless, unconditional love that extends to all people, even strangers. It is often associated with divine love or compassion.
Divine love.
Ludus,
It's fun to talk about. It's poetry, isn't it?
yeah. Playful, flirtatious, and often found in the early stages of a relationship is a light-hearted, fun-loving aspect of love called
Cool.
ludus.
Like
They-
excitement. Yeah, that's cool.
And then you got pragma, type of love develops over time and characterized by commitment, understanding, and long-term compatibility. It's the enduring love that grows between partners through shared experiences and mutual respect.
Pragma, like pragmatism.
A
Pragma.
tolerant love.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
guess one, if it was like arranged marriage, that's kind of like it's pretty closer to the type they might have.
The last
If
one
they
is
didn't want that, maybe.
philautia or philautia.
You saying
It's self-love,
Self-love.
which the Greeks believe was essential for loving others. It's about having healthy self-esteem and appreciating oneself. These just sound like good therapy points, frankly.
Yeah.
Self-care and then...
How many of those do you think apply to Ziona Chana of Mizoram, India, who had 39 wives?
I think she created a few more definitions that the
Yeah.
Greeks didn't have words for.
39 wives, 94 children, 33 grandchildren.
What does
I'll point out.
greedy love stand for? What does getting
Greed.
into the Guinness World Book of Records love stand for? What's the
Largest
definition?
that was the largest. It is currently the Guinness World Record for largest living family.
Wow, living family. So she had children with
Wait, no,
lots of the...
39. He had 39 wives and 94 children,
94.
and then 33 grandchildren.
I didn't
I'm
hear
guessing
that
it's
bit.
continuous.
That's
I'm
crazy.
still ongoing. They all
I-
live together
I
in a
don't-
100-room house known as Chua Than Run, House of the New Generation.
It's moments like this where I think we're going to be okay in an apocalyptic scenario where we have to repopulate the Earth. Because there's some people out there just going fucking crazy. You know?
So yeah,
Rapidly.
I guess
Yeah,
if
you
wanna
can't
spread your
outcompete 'em.
seed. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Multiple wives. Or
How
they-
do you
need to
feed
marry
all
them, I
the,
suppose
like-
you could just be a hussy.
It's so expensive raising one kid. How are you doing it 94 times?
It becomes self-sustaining. There's a
39
critical
This,
mass of kids.
I did mention they were the head
Critical
of a
mass of
religious,
kids.
the head of a religious sect, which probably helped.
Oh,
with
like,
the, kind of like a. I mean, you said the word cult, but yeah,
Raise eyebrow. One thing that has raised
Like a
concern
David
for me
Koresh.
was the initial Google that I did about monogamy in the UK and it being the only legal marriage you can do. All that kissing we've been doing, has that broken my vows?
I don't know, I guess there is.
Which kind of love does it fit under?
Yeah,
I call that philautia.
Flash.
Or ludus, it's playful and flirtatious.
It's ludus. It's ludicrous.
It's ludus.
Ludus. Color wheel theory of love.
And also, the other thing about polyamory, we were talking
yeah.
about farts earlier.
Oh yeah,
That's more people to hold farts in for if you're not comfortable
Yeah,
farting
Ross, you're
around
going to really
people.
struggle.
You would struggle.
yeah. But I was
Ross.
just saying, like, yeah, because like early stages of a relationship, you don't want to fart. in
You're trying to
front
be
of
your best
partner.
self,
You want
aren't
to be your
you?
best self. You want to present yourself in a way that's not like a disgusting slob.
I don't
But
think
I
I've
also
ever
find there's a
farted.
bit of nervous gas sometimes. Not like the kind of stuff that actually stops your nervous system from working correctly, but like
Nerve
but
gas.
like anxious gas, I should say, not nerve gas. And you kind of
Butterflies
and
in
there
the
have been,
tummy.
There have been times where I've in early stages of relationships have to just go somewhere quiet and just let a little pop out. And I think that's normal, right? Is it? Maybe I'm on my own. Am I on my own?
No. I mean, it's just courteous. It's
Was
not,
anyone else?
There's no need to like, oh, I'm going to fucking fart in front of you, you fucking stinky worm.
Well, no, of course. but
Don't
like,
do that.
yeah.
Just be not
But
gross.
I'm just saying, it's one of the things that in early stages
Fades.
you are conscious of that, and then you get
Yeah.
bellyache, and then you feel awful.
Bellyache. What's wrong with you? Are you a toddler?
I got tummy.
Go fart. Go and fart.
Bellyache because I held my fart.
I've been eating Lunchables all day.
We're watching a movie.
Eat
We're watching a
food.
film.
Eat a 5-year-old's food. Behave like 5-year-old.
The film scenario does suck because you're trying to be like
yeah.
your mind is working over.
No, I have
something.
no sympathy for this. This is never this much of an issue. It's never this much of an issue. It may have been when you were like 17, but like
This is what I'm kind
No,
of referring
yeah,
to. I'm literally talking about
conjuring
early
up-
relationships.
Yeah, those early times when you're figuring out how to be.
2
in a-
decades have passed since then.
Now,
guys.
the first thing I do when I meet a woman is fart.
Fucking, do you like the smell of this?
I think you better like this.
Check this
I ain't
out.
going through hell for you. I ain't getting bellyache for anyone.
And I get a lot of
This is on
bellyache.
my terms and my terms only.
I
You
do
better like
find
this
that
smell.
When you're in like a social environment, you naturally kind of don't fart, right? You just naturally do it. You're not consciously saying, "Oh, I better not."
You don't.
And then you end up like, "Oh, my stomach
Yeah.
kind of hurts," after a long time being amongst people that you have respect for,
Yeah.
and are not comfortable with on that level. And then you come away with it like, "Oh Christ, I've been holding in a fart this whole time, all day, and I haven't even been consciously aware that my body was doing that."
I think I might not be having to suffer with this as much. Probably
He's got a
you-
loose rectum.
Yeah,
probably.
because you guys know I just fart all the time in a lot of different places. That might be why. I think I may have worked out why this hasn't been an issue for me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
because I'm just going to go over there and fart a second. So I just
yeah,
But yeah, it's just an early stage of a relationship where you don't want to just accidentally fart. In a very rare scenario, I'm sure it is.
well, I hate your farts as well.
Exactly, I hate my own farts. I don't want to put someone else through my farts, especially if it's a silent one. And you go, you can. Oh no, you can smell it.
You could get carbon filter underwear. You know,
Oh wow!
It's not that bad. It has to be pretty bad for you to get underwear.
Because my cat litter tray has like a carbon filter thing. I guess most like
Does it work well?
fans and things. No, fucking
No,
cat
it
shit.
doesn't make a difference.
Stinky as fuck. It's crazy. I'm
You
sure.
put it outside, like the container. Could you like make a tunnel that then holds the container outside? Perhaps.
Oh,
So I
that's
was thinking
interesting.
about making our decking into a cat safe environment, like by putting nets and stuff around, and then we could move that outside. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just so that she can see the outdoors a bit more. You do feel a little guilty of having an indoor cat.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
but you turn your entire like external of your house into one of those like hamster situations, but for
Yeah.
cats. So you could create
Catio, yeah.
get a load of like clear funneling and like materials, and have like a dome buster kind of like style setup where they can kind of just slide down outside of your house, and then go to the toilet outside, like
Yeah.
Smith says, through a maybe an airlock system where obviously the tag on their collar unlocks each door.
Yeah,
several doors deep.
Yeah.
To the toilet, where they'll then
Why do they all
each
have smoke?
airlock they get into,
They're all pressurized to get the smell in.
and then creates. I mean, This sounds like it's quite a fantastical idea, but I think you should do it.
I think I could 3D print that whole thing, Ross.
Exactly. Well, this is the thing. I think if
Easy
you create
peasy.
the funneling correctly for it, you could use one of those fun things they use for crafts where they run dogs through them.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones where they also have them in playgrounds for kids or whatever. It's literally just a tunnel. But have one of those.
Have you seen those
leading
cat
to
wheels?
an outside thing with airlocks.
You've seen cat wheels, like hamster wheels, but sized up for a cat.
Oh, I think I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably convert like a litter tray into that, so they have to run a certain amount to be able to unlock the litter door. Like it goes up like a portcullis the more they run on it, and they have to earn.
They have
their
to run
shit.
in there.
And that'll it'll mean that they'll pass it really well though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like because they've moved it through their body so well. They're not going to get
They've
colon
massaged
cancer, are
the
they? That
stool.
cat.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But the cat is using because you've got one of those litter trays which looks like a fucking space helmet, like
it's a big
Like a
pod.
Daft Punk helmet.
It looks like a Daft Punk helmet. Yeah.
It's a litter bot, so it rotates, and then it's got like a sieve which sieves out the clumped up shit, puts that in the bottom,
Yeah.
and then the clean litter gets put back, so you're not wasting
that's
so much
pretty good.
litter.
So like and did you need to train a cat to
No.
do that, or they kind of just go?
They like to go
instinctively
into-
'cause of the smell, or
They
what?
like to go into little enclosed places anyway. You put a
Okay.
cardboard box down, they're in it.
when they're in.
So this is kind of like a safe space for them. It's got a little nightlight and everything.
So there isn't obviously, so that gets rid of the shit through like a filtration system.
It falls down
Yeah.
into a tray underneath that's
Okay.
got a carbon filter on it.
Right.
But
okay.
whilst the shit is still spinning in this very slow washing machine,
Mhm.
filtering it out, you still have all that smell come out the hole at the front.
Right.
Like there's no
I see.
stopping that.
So if anything, you want to create like a long drop to your kind of that hole underneath your house.
What I could
kind
do, yeah,
and
yeah.
then it just dumps under the. So therefore, the smells.
Or I
you don't
could
need
just-
to do the other stuff with the airlocks. You can just create a crazy long drop, and just never move your litter
That's
tray.
true. Yeah.
Otherwise, you've just got a hole down to the
I could just
basement.
put the litter tray in the basement and then cut a hole in the ground so the cat can go down there.
We've very much simplified the idea of you cutting a hole in the ground.
Just get
Tunneling, just a bit light tunneling. at home.
if you're going to sit down in the living room, watch out for the hole in the corner. There is a hole in the living room floor for the cat to go down, take a shit in the
if
basement.
you do this, contact an engineer, just for your own sake.
Got stuck in the feline shit chute.
Should I contact them after I've done the hole or before?
I think before is always best, but if
Right.
you've already started, maybe
I'm
consult
just
one.
excited to get going. So
Yeah.
Do you guys ever think about just selling up and buying a house that's on top of a hill with a fresh water source?
I've never thought to
What's
do
the
that. No,
fresh
not
water
recently.
source?
And also because I feel like that's also so remote that it would make a lot of other things quite difficult. Where are you thinking to do that?
Don't know.
You're just thinking that's a
Mendips?
good way to.
Survive the apocalypse, the oncoming apocalypse, be it through climate change, social unease, or other unknown, which is really the exciting one.
Yeah.
But I feel like you know we're going to get more and more flooding, aren't we? So you definitely don't
You
want to
wanna be at the top of the hill.
You definitely don't want to buy near a river.
But what if you get
who the
washed
fuck buys
down-
homes near a river?
A landslide.
You don't buy it on the side of it.
the Isle of Wight's going under.
gotta be
There's
careful.
so
Like,
many-
there's different forms of geological formation that make landslides more or less likely. You're not going to see landslides in the Mendips. Not like
Just always build your house on stilts regardless. I
on
think
granite,
that's
on
what we should
stone.
be.
Yeah. So like Dartmoor, for example, is like granite. It's
Yeah.
like it's fucking literally just like
But isn't
stone.
that where they bury
Like-
kids and stuff? Surely it's like at least
no, that's
soft
the
enough
moors
to-
up north because all the northerners are serial killers.
I thought Dartmoor was pretty popular for burying like dead people.
Well, don't tell people.
Dartmoor.
Don't give up the secrets, Ross.
Dartmoor dead buried. What am I writing? That's,
Where to bury a body on Dartmoor?
Dartmoor has a rich history of prehistoric burials, particularly during the early Bronze Age. There you go.
How do they know? It's prehistoric. They
well,
didn't write anything down.
archaeologists have found numerous burial sites,
No, they haven't.
including
off.
cysts, stone-lined burial chambers, and cairns.
That's all planted
burial
by the devil, Ross.
Okay, no, you're right. Forget this. This wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it'd be like, where did they bury the kids then? Just a different moor?
You
Which
think about the
moor?
York moors?
Maybe I'm thinking of the Yorkshire moors.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the husband and wife duo, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bradys. Wait, this is the Moors murderers. That's what I'm thinking of.
The Moors.
You hear
murders.
Dartmoor, I think more
Death.
death.
Yeah, they couldn't bury him on Dartmoor because it's too fucking hard. You have to like chisel it out. That's why the cairns and stuff are more common because they build rock formations rather than digging deep graves.
Well, now we've given people,
A real
Idea.
fucking spotlight on there.
is-
Well done.
So how did that come up?
I don't actually. Well, because you said you wanted to move somewhere that's like in the Mendips.
Yeah,
and then
you-
we were just
No,
talking
I
about-
just want to be on
you
top of a hill away with a fresh water source because I feel like water is going to become pretty important as well. Like the guy.
become.
Well, I mean, like as in more.
Yeah. More so.
Right now, we just shit in all our rivers and have chlorinated tap water.
Have you heard about a plastic that's that can melt in salty water
Right.
and also provide benefits to the ocean once dissolved?
Wow.
Sounds too good to be true.
Sounds
Trott.
too good to be true, Trot.
Are you making it up? It's okay. You can say you're
Scientists
making
developed this is BBC. The new plastic was co-developed by the University of Tokyo in Japan and the country's Riken Center for Emergent Matter Science, CEMS. Researchers say it's made by combining two small molecules which form a strong bond that allows the new material to stay tough and flexible. While scientists has experimented with biodegradable plastics, the team say their invention breaks down much more quickly and leaves no trace. When placed in a mixture that had the same amount as salt water as seawater, they found the new plastic dissolved quickly in about 2 or 3 hours, depending on its thickness and size.
What does it break down into though? Because like 3M and all that, they have all this shit which it breaks down super small, but it's still there, and then it stays in your body forever. I think for me, like this concept of breaking down and melting is always the thing I'm most interested in because it's like
I saw something, this might have been Reddit.
actually mean is melting just breaking down into something that we can't measure? Is that what it's done? It's like, yeah, it seems to all break up. We get so small we can't see it anymore, so it must be fine, right? I feel like lessons from the past tell us that that's not the case.
No, I think the smaller it is, the less we can see it. Therefore, we're fine.
Yeah.
If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. I think that
you
should
can't
be
see
true.
a lot though, so you famously got 45-degree black and white vision.
We have discussed this before. Like, if you could see germs, I think you would treat the world differently. You'd be an obsessive bastard trying to wash your hands of the filth on your hands everywhere. It's growing back. Imagine if you could see bacteria growing on your hands, just in its
You
tiniest
said
form.
this before.
I know.
I'd be putting it all over
But
you.
I feel like it would be to an obsessive point. You're looking in a room and you're like, God, oh, there's a stain there. Ugh. You know how some people are really fucking like proper germaphobes?
Yeah, they've let that
stuff?
thought get to them too much.
Germaphobes.
And obviously for a good reason, I guess, because obviously you can get ill.
Well, not really. Actually, it's not for a good reason. It's good if you're in a medical environment, but we live with bacteria in and around our body our entire lives. Like
I lick both your keyboards.
the ultra clean thing.
After you use them.
The ultra clean thing, I think, is inherently a bad thing because essentially you're taking a paranoia and a misunderstanding of how germs and bacteria, bacteria works. Because you can't just fucking destroy and kill and sterilize everything in your house and say that that's the best way to live, because it's not. We never used to live like that. Evolutionarily speaking, we shouldn't just make every environment we're in completely sterile. Like kids are apparently getting more allergies because they're not getting the chance to build up resistances through playing in soil, partly because soil is really polluted now and full of bad shit. Fair enough, it is. You have to worry about some of this stuff, but equally in an ideal environment you'd interact with a natural environment in a natural way.
How many times do you wash your hands when
I wash my hands
working
every
with
time I go to
chicken?
the toilet. I wash
When
my
you're
hands when I
cooking with-
cook
cooking with
food.
chicken?
I wash my hands when I cook.
do you feel like
constantly.
I feel like I wash my hands
Yeah.
a lot more when I'm handling chicken?
Because that's a risk of cross-contamination. So you're taking a
Big time.
known contamination point and mixing it with, say, salad. So you don't want to do that, as you know. I'm teaching you to suck eggs here. But I mean, I think for me,
Who's
when people
sucking
are
the egg?
super sterile and they're constantly just fucking sterilizing themselves, you're doing yourself bad. Because not just that, because you're probably killing your microbiome as well, which is actually probably leading to further mental health problems, because your microbiome, as I know a lot of people know, contributes to the production of many things like serotonin and hormone production, which keeps you mentally stable and not going fucking nuts. And you know what happens when you don't have that stuff in your body? You start to go nuts, and then you do all the clean freak
And then
stuff.
you're burying bodies in the moor.
And then you're
Dartmoor.
fucking in a nasty loop of, I'm a clean freak, but I'm also mad. It does happen, I think.
So I got more information on this dissolvable plastic.
Oh yeah.
It's a supramolecular chemistry involving two monomers. One is called sodium hexametaphosphate and guanidium ions. They form a cohesive polymer when dry. However, when exposed to salt water, the polymer disassembles due to the weakened ionic bonds known as salt bridges. And a piece of 5 inches is dissolved in seawater within 2 or 3 hours and is completely non-toxic and can be absorbed by bacteria. So it's no longer harmful.
Where is a bacteria naturally
complete-
occurring, and the bacteria naturally like metabolizes it?
It's a complete marine biodegradation, they call it.
Okay.
Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? It's probably really expensive to manufacture or something.
Aren't there also those little bugs that eat certain types of plastic?
Yeah.
But then what do they excrete?
They probably break it down to its base components,
Right.
I imagine. So you just get the raw.
But it takes long. It takes ages. It's the type
Yeah.
of thing where it's just like it's not really feasible
I want to
at
know
scale.
why we're not in the technology age of the bicentennial man. Why don't we all have Robin Williams in our home?
I hate the look of that film.
We watched the trailer the
so
other day
much.
on stream.
I think I'm traumatized by that film because I remember seeing that film
I haven't seen
when
the
I
film,
used to
don't
go to, like, you know, not Blockbuster because we didn't have a Blockbuster in my little town, but like went to a video rental store in Martok, and they would have that.
Martok.
And it caught my eye because it had like a robot on it, and I, you know, like sci-fi from a very young age, and I was like, what the
Robot
fuck
looks
is
like
that?
Robin Williams.
And then I looked at the back of it, and I looked at all the other bits, and I'm like, God, this looks like the most fucking like boring sort of middle America kind of way to explain this concept. Yeah, it had Robin Williams on it, so I'm like, it must be amazing because all of his other films are really great.
From the makers of Mrs. Doubtfire.
And I'm like, it's such a weird misfire. And then I watched the trailer for it, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly
He
what I
gave
thought
up
it was
being
going to be like.
Inspector Gadget for that movie.
Which is also
I don't think.
fine.
I don't think that's a
have-
massive
no,
loss.
it's
Although
not.
Inspector Gadget probably has a
Was
bit
big at the
more
time.
gravitas
I
around
think
it than.
Yeah.
Robin Williams could have been a great Inspector Gadget and could have revitalized the franchise.
I mean, we're speaking like this was like his last gig as well. Like, he went on to do better things, right, guys?
Robin Williams.
You just about to try to.
What
you
happened
did-
to him?
Well, he was in that
What do you
fucking
mean?
band
What
for a while, wasn't he?
Robin Williams was in the band.
Take that.
For God's sake. Although Americans don't know who Robin Williams is, we've learned after he released a
Robbie
documentary about his
Williams.
life.
I didn't know there was a monkey that was so popular in
In UK, there was a talking monkey in UK. I don't know why
You
it's
think I know
suddenly
about him?
speaking in that accent.
Oh, yeah, I emigrated
Do you think Robbie
US.
Williams confirmed he's still on cocaine by greenlighting that film? Everybody's gonna love it. It's me. It's a story about me, but we've changed everything for
But the director said
Planet of the Apes monkey.
to have global appeal, they couldn't have him as the face, so that's why they chose a speaking monkey.
Yeah, because everyone loves speaking monkeys. They're normal. They're everywhere.
Planet of the Apes crossover with biopic of
I got a hot question for
Robbie
you.
Williams.
What came first, Jumanji or Mrs. Doubtfire?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
It's gonna have to be, isn't it?
Correct.
Jumanji was 1996.
5.
95.
Close though.
And Doubtfire was earlier than that.
93.
Pierce Brosnan was in it. What guy? He was Goldeneye. Remember Goldeneye?
I think we remember
He
GoldenEye.
wasn't Goldeneye. Sorry, that was the name of the
When do you think Bicentennial Man
machine
came
they
out?
were using.
1997.
1999.
Fucking. Of course it is because
Year of the Matrix.
After Flubber.
It's amazing they would make that shit in 99 and then you make something like The Matrix. Isn't that incredible
Well, that
disparity
changed.
between quality of films? But obviously that's,
What was crazy is it came out in
Silly thing to
1999, and the film Bicentennial Man, it's meant to start in 2005. So they were like, in 6 years.
Oh, they
guys,
thought, yeah.
we're gonna have fully like human robots, basically.
But it's like when you see those kind of like, what is it, Tomorrow's World? And
Yeah.
we thought 2020 we'd have flying cars and
It's because 2000
see-through
is such an
screens
appealing
was still
number, isn't it?
fucking big thing. I don't know why people want see-through screens so badly.
It's because it's like the turn of a millennia.
It looks
like,
silly.
You never see it.
It would be
Also-
weird if I could see through my screen to see you. And then
You're just seeing my screen, but in reverse.
in reverse.
Stop it.
Yeah, but Ross, what
I mean,
if
Black Mirror it illustrates that quite well of what those are. So
what if I told you could have a see-through screen from a person looking at you through the screen, and you look at it, it's completely opaque. That's the real futuristic screen, isn't it?
but that's heads-up display, right? Yeah, of like
the other side is a full screen, so I can basically see through the back of your monitor right now.
without seeing any of the mess.
Yeah. That would be a truly futuristic.
Yeah, that would be.
thing, wouldn't it? But we got to make holograms look like holograms. Otherwise, how are we going to know they're holograms and not just a small person? Stood
Yeah,
there.
but like
Stood there.
again, we've had this discussion before. Where the one pet peeve I have is holograms in films where they're using holograms which are all like dusty looking,
Yeah.
flickery,
Just use a video feed
always
of their
shit
face.
signal.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use that technology. You wouldn't use that. You'd be like, well, this is shit. Like, if you had a FaceTime right now and it was cutting in and out, you just hang up and have a normal phone call.
Why do they even make these things 3D?
You'd be like, I can't see you properly. This isn't
Ugh.
working. Phone call. And yet all these futuristic things use shit holograms for some reason. They should look fucking good. It's a technology
It's
they're using at that
difficult,
time.
Ross. It's difficult, like across space and time.
I love
you
it.
know?
I get it when like R2-D2's been
Space
beaten up
radiation.
and like, okay, he's literally slightly faulty. Fair enough. But in almost every scene, there's like this kind of weird flickering or like kind of like scratchy looking.
I can
It's like,
forgive 1977 for doing it weird
I hate it.
and doing holograms in like that blue tone
Yeah.
because it's 1977.
Of course,
when they did
again, it's
original
like,
Star Wars.
Okay, here's a question.
Okay.
It's going to be an AI question. Are we okay with AI questions? I know we talk about it a lot, but this isn't necessarily about AI. It's about the limitations of human creativity.
Go on then.
And basically about how you always look, as you look at sci-fi throughout the decades, that people are trying to predict and bring to life ideas of the future that they want to show people because it's exciting and interesting and inspirational. And we are always limited by our current day context of when we are trying to create stuff like that, right? So it's a bit like droids in the original Star Wars were so fucking like slow and clunky and terrible, like they were so poorly designed, for general interaction. But that was limited on as much as we could feasibly think a droid might be able to do. It's like, oh, of course you'll want a human, you want a C-3PO to be kind of like.
It depends on the
like
context. Because in the context of some Star Wars stuff, they're literally using scrap pieces and whatever to rebuild robots. So like in that context,
the
it
droids
makes
that
sense.
went
But
to
there are
fight
like some which
Naboo
are
were like the top of the line shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think it's also the audience expectation at the time. Like they're doing it for the audience to understand robots,
To
that,
give them
that
personality.
understand technology of the time.
Yeah.
If you make it too separate from reality, it's more immersion breaking, isn't
If
it?
it's too
So-
clean, if it's too clean and perfect, of course, like then
But I think the kind of thing that people often look at and so what I was saying, obviously AI models are based on human knowledge and all the stuff that other people have made. So in a way, you can expect it to be just as limited as us in trying to imagine those sort of things. However, if you look at the kind of media that people are really interested in or click on or grab their attention that's generated by AI, it's often stuff that subverts expectations, right? So it's like they cut into a cake, but when they cut into the cake, it bursts open and there's just fucking butterflies or something. Like weird transitions, unexpected things are very, very common. And I think that could be an interesting avenue to explore non-typical but attention-grabbing ways to create things like an alternative screen design. So right now in terms of communications, we've got video feed, like a FaceTime, as you say, is really great. Why would you ever want anything other than an uninterrupted video feed when instead is the shitty hologram? Equally, like how else could you form a screen? Could you do it with liquids? Like is that essentially a hologram, like a liquid form that you render some sort of shape from an object? I think it's really
the liquid's bubbling.
But I think I always love, this is more just fun thought experiment stuff, because I always love like watching sci-fi stuff and going, wow, that's an interesting way
really
a person
cool idea,
thought to
yeah.
do that thing, and I wonder whether it will help in any way or push forward new ways of thinking about something.
Well, it's patterns, isn't it? So it's got large language models, which all of this is based on, including the image generation. It's about taking lots and lots of mass data and creating patterns from it. And humans could do it, but the sheer manpower involved in taking all these different inputs and creating a new output.
And the cultural zeitgeist of the time as well as to what like sci-fi should look like, or what things are people who are making sci-fi are interested in, right?
I guess you could say it takes the bias out and then just randomly throws things together.
Exactly.
To see what the wacky new solution is. I've seen those cake things where it's like it makes everything glass or something.
Yeah.
It kind of freaks. It gives me like a primal like freak out. seeing.
Well, you mean the
that
AI
stuff.
videos of them cutting glass that's
Yeah,
like
where it's
shaped
like
a cake?
a little wrong, like not what
cuts
you
glass.
expect. It kind of gives me an unnerving feeling when I see that kind of stuff.
It's like surreal. Yeah, it's just
Interesting.
full on surrealism, isn't it? It's just
It's like
makes
the
me
uncanny
like
valley,
magic.
but of like objects. It's really
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, it's going to put out of business all those people who are just farming,
Cutting foam.
cutting foam and soap videos, because obviously they serve the same purpose, but if anything, there's more of an uncanny kind of like curiosity to watching those.
Yeah.
it's
Because the
extra.
sounds are there now as
Yeah.
well, so you've got
And
this kind of like
now that
glass being sliced.
Yeah.
In the slicing of it, sound. It's
And as it's getting more refined, there's less errors and weirdness going on. It's just like, yeah, that's a clean cut. And usually when, you're cutting a knife through, or at least in earlier models, you cut a knife through a thing, that knife completely blocks what's behind it. So when it reveals again, it's something completely different, because it obviously has to generate the image again.
Yeah.
Now it remembers the context of what was there before. So when it slices it, cuts it open, it's still red or whatever from before, and it's still like glass. It's freaky how good it's getting. And yeah, it gives me this unnerving feeling.
Got the heebie-jeebies.
I get the heebie-jeebies from it.
Yeah. The
me out.
Y AI.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
So and obviously the fucking corporations and billionaires love this shit right now, and they're pouring all their money into it, so it's only going to get better as a result. So we're going to see so much glass being cut.
Yeah, but I think the main evolutions are in like medicine, isn't it? Really, the things they're
Yes.
trying to
Well, you can take mass amounts of
synthesize certain
data
things
and then
just kind of like looking at all of that at
find
once
patterns,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah.
like finding all the different types of cancer and finding, good, not vaccines, but, cures for it.
So they're dangling.
Yeah, but cure for all
glass stuff.
diseases, or the ability to blink either eye as many times as you like on command.
How much? How many
it's a
times?
no-brainer, isn't it?
It's an absolute no-brainer.
Absolutely.
God, I wish I could blink like that. That'd be fucking
It'd be
nuts.
insane, wouldn't it? I could barely wink consistently.
Just to wink each eye independently when it. What exactly is the?
Well, I just think people are such slaves to blinking at the same time. It's fucking embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Like, come on. Like, the refined people don't just...
They do a little slow left, right, or
Yeah, look,
left,
don't worry, I've got
right,
complete
left.
control. It shows your
slow
individualism.
blink.
It shows your discipline and the fact that you are working on yourself. In a world full of people who've got their head in the fucking sand, you take your head out of the sand and you blink each individual eye to get the sand out.
I've got full
You don't hear
control.
it enough. You don't hear people talk about this enough.
That's true.
That's the thing.
What? Okay.
It's quite a big deal.
Fixing the housing market,
Yeah.
or the ability to control every follicle on your body.
Open, close.
No, as in like you could
Excrete.
reposition every hair.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Reposition every hair.
Holy
What, move
So
it
how
around
you
your
want
body?
it.
I'd have a gooch mohawk in seconds. I'd move all...
The idea of doing that sounds really abstract to me. As in, like the idea.
That's
of
something
control.
only an AI
It's
can
like
make up.
it's one of
But
those
I
things where
made
it's like if somebody said, "Oh, control your like heartbeat right now," you're like, "Oh fuck." Maybe you control your breathing, but you
Stop.
can't just like control the muscle in your heart. It's just doing it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You
So
can
if
do
you could
things
just
around it
start
to like.
moving. It's like when you can kind of move. The amazing thing when you can figure out you can kind of move your ears slightly if you just like manipulate your face in
What?
certain ways,
There's muscles around. Yeah.
or flare your nostrils, but that's about it. And being able to move your hair follicles would be pretty fun.
Every hair
crazy.
follicle, including like eyebrows,
Yeah.
all of that
That'd be
can be
nutty.
reshaped.
Start bringing ass hairs up to my top hair.
Yeah.
What
Which
would-
one's which? You don't know.
Which would you rather?
You don't know. I've scattered them all in. It's crazy.
Sure, you have to pee normally right now, but if you had the choice, would you instead just sweat your pee out?
I think
Would
that'd
you
be quite
be
a good way
sweating
to
a lot
do it.
more? Or would it smell
it
like
depends if I
piss?
just
It would smell
walk
like
around stinking like piss.
Well, you're sweating it.
And
That's
you
why.
say that
You've got this weird yellow like
Oh, no.
hue on you all the
well,
time.
there's a medication you can take where you can stop sweating and you piss out your sweat.
Interesting.
It's like some sort of hormone. I think it's for people who sweat too much.
Oh, andreatum.
I'm not sure the name of it. It's
Prince andreatum.
Prince
It's not called
androatum,
Prince
of course.
Androatum. It's not
No,
called
but it's
that.
supposed to prevent you from sweat. I mean, I know you can get Botox and stuff to stop sweating, but if you profusely sweat out your armpits, you can literally take a medication, which then you end up
Yeah,
pissing
for profuse sweating. Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of nothing out.
yeah.
But I'm not sure how healthy that is. I think it's probably a good thing to sweat, but it's very
Some
for a
people have an
specific thing.
overproduction of sweat. Yeah.
doesn't do the opposite though, where you sweat your piss out, which I don't think. I think I would just go to the toilet. I think. I'd
Yeah.
rather,
What about sweating your poo out?
again?
Ooh.
But
Would
again,
it be-
interested?
Would it be
You're
stinky?
gonna stink like shit.
No, it comes out scentless.
Just a normal
slightly
scentless sweat.
sweet,
Does
like a
what's
clay.
What's it look like? Oh.
like a sort of like a
Clay.
greyish clay.
So But don't
You're
mind me, I'm wiping
excreting
my
a greyish
armpits.
clay.
I don't have to poo.
Is it?
But you tell everyone, but I don't have to poo.
Does
so-
it mostly come from like sweat, dominant areas like armpits?
It comes from everywhere you currently sweat from, and when you work out, it comes out your forehead.
God. If it's,
It's all over.
if you're like you're
Fuck is
smearing your hands across your face, hang on, what's that?
Just
It's
great
a bit of it's just
clay
like-
on my
I
face.
don't shit anymore. It just comes out my.
Don't worry, it
face.
doesn't smell. It smells quite
Comes out my
nice.
pores. It's fine.
It's quite sweet.
It smells a bit like sun cream, but it tastes like human shit.
I think if
All right, and then that scent is still the same.
If there was a medication that would literally, there was no downsides, which I know is impossible, but no downsides, and it meant you never had to like defecate or piss again. That's great.
Oh,
I'd take that.
100%.
Yeah.
No, but it's so annoying having to go to the toilet. Like we have to have really complex systems in our home because we need to use the toilet. Like you remember ripping out most of the plumbing.
That's an extra room, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I guess, but then you still need a shower room, but it's smaller. You can make it smaller.
All
Don't
the
need a-
sewers, all of the council tax. If we could, I mean, honestly, science needs to get on it. If we can stop ourselves from defecating, or at the very least reduce the amount of defecation, we are literally going to save like
Yeah.
the NHS.
Okay, what about
That'd be interesting.
fixing climate change, just with a snap of your fingers,
crazy.
or
Wild.
your nose doesn't keep growing bigger as you get older?
Oh, second option.
Yeah,
The latter.
I figured. it
Does the
would be
nose keep
that.
growing all the way?
Yeah. Okay.
It just doesn't stop growing, like your
it
ears
grows
don't
slightly
stop
more,
growing.
My ears
like-
don't stop growing.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
ears are a real nice
You-
size still. I'm
Go
fine.
and try and watch an old person. Look at their ears.
get bigger.
They're big.
They're gonna go get bigger.
They're bigger.
I've got really nice, cute ears, and I think if they get bigger, it's not going to be too much of an issue.
And they'll be massive, mate.
I don't know.
It'll be
look at
new-
them.
but
Look
then
at that.
it's one of
That's
those
a
things
great
where
ratio.
like I don't think I would give a fucking shit in my 80s how big my goddamn
Oh,
ears
so
were.
you'd fix climate change? What a cop
Yeah.
out?
Well, you've
fine.
already got over how small your cock is.
So exactly.
So
if you can get over that, you can get over anything.
Wish that would keep
You have to just-
growing.
Let it be known, and then just get on with your day.
I don't think people are getting the joke here.
yeah. We do need to probably clarify that.
The
Or that we'd-
hypothetical
or
is
that we wouldn't save.
this catastrophic thing that could be fixed with a snap of your fingers, or your nose stops growing. That is a joke, by the way.
That's a joke.
I'm telling
Well, the
a
bigger joke is that it doesn't even exist anyway, so I don't know why we're even talking about it.
Yeah,
Like climate change is just it's like what a liberal lie is. What?
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, if we want our podcast to get a bit more exposure,
We should
We've got to be a bit
Yes.
more controversial.
they're making a joke about that on
It's just
Jon
a
Stewart.
regular summer, guys. It's just look, some counties are in a drought, whatever,
Fuck
I don't
off.
care.
I can drink water whenever I want.
and it doesn't
nice
affect
thing
me
is,
personally. So
Exactly. When other countries have problems, we don't feel any of that.
no, it doesn't bounce back to us.
So
It's been a very interesting hat chat this time
it's
around.
all
isn't it?
tongue in cheek.
Yeah, and we mostly explored actually quite a lot in like marriages and marrying multiple people and figuring
I think
out
I've
the
committed
logistics
some
of that, which
serious
I still
vow
find baffling.
breakages, just with you two, frankly,
Mm.
and it's on camera. So
You're gonna get divorced because of that.
I'm going to see how long I can get away with it.
Well, are we the concubines then?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
are
it?
prickly.
We're sub.
Yeah, pretty
We're sub
prickly.
them. That's fair enough.
All right, nice. Thank you for listening to Hat Chat, the podcast of the
The
future. We're getting
podcast.
very close to episode 200, so
Well, don't say it like that.
Oh my
can we
God, I
not
bet you
build that
can't
up
wait.
to anything? Because I don't know what I've
That's
not
gonna be
planned. I mean,
It's going to be a
Crazy.
blowout
maybe
episode.
comment that like something that we can do for the 200th. if
Give us
that's
some
the case. I don't know
topics.
what,
Yeah, maybe.
because we're talking like it's some sort of momentous occasion,
Oh my
and it's going to
God,
be
it's
another
gonna
hat
be
chat.
crazy.
But we can invite people. I don't know what. Yeah, we can do something for it. I don't know.
it's going to be such a big blowout. I
So
can't wait for
People are saying
episode
kissing
200.
stream. I can't.
you want me to hear that?
I'm
Though?
already struggling
Can't
with
film
the,
it. Yeah, it needs to be audible.
the marriage vows. Anyway, thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time on Hat Chat.
Thanks, and thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you for
Patreon
your
people.
support. Yes, it's all much appreciated. You keep
Indeed.
us going. Anyway, have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.
much. Bye.